Hello, this is Audio Unicorn here for you. Today, I am running a total experiment, and that experiment is to simply find out whether you can podcast on your iPhone. That's right. So I have an iPhone. This is an iPhone X. So I guess it's one of the latest ones, although things have changed since then. So this is nearly a 2-year-old phone now. I started to use Anchor for quite a lot of my recordings. What I really love about it is it's so incredibly easy to get started to record. So my kind of question here was, is it really feasible to record on your iPhone, and whether the quality is good enough? So this is the test, really. So I am just opened an app. This is Anchor app. It's very straightforward. All you do is just tap to record. So I am going to try it. I just want to see how this sounds. So obviously here I'm using a high quality equipment. This isn't cheap stuff. And I want to see how this compares to simply an iPhone, and whether there is any kind of possibility to use this. Well, not for me, but obviously for you. So here it is. I'm going to run the test. Hello, this is Audio Unicorn here. I am recording this as a test because I want to see how this sounds when recording. Now, I am going to turn my phone away around, and I am going to also try and move it a little bit further off to see how this potentially sounds. Now, I am speaking directly to the phone, so this obviously probably is going to sound best, but I could also go hands-free and put my phone in here to see whether the audio will be picked up correctly. So this is the test. Let's see how that works. All right. I've pressed stop. I can listen back to it, which I will. And I am going to... Let's have a listen. Hello, this is Audio Unicorn here. I am recording this as a test. To be honest with you, sounds really good to my ears. Now, you can add background music, which I'm not going to do, but you can actually quite easily trim the audio. So if I wanted to trim out anything that I've put in, I can even zoom in with my fingers, and I'm trying to show it at the same time, which probably isn't the easiest thing to do. But say I move it in there. This is cool. So I can move this along, and as you can see, I can either start here or end here, so I can very easily trim. It's very intuitive to trim. So very easy. So again, no post-editor needed as such. And then I can simply save it. So I can either add this to the episode or add recording to an episode. This will be added to no, I don't want to do that. How about I... save to library, so I can save this to the library. So this is added now, and this is processing as a file inside my Anchor. So I can then choose to add it to my episode. So in order to do that, I think I will need to switch into the desktop version of the app. But what I am really interested to see in here is the quality. So I am going to now play to you what I've recorded here. So stand by. Okay, so here is my Anchor, and as you can see, the file I've just recorded is here. So I have gone ahead and downloaded it. I have also managed to load it straight into Audition. Now, as you can see, it saves it as an MP4 file, although it does seem to be relatively kind of higher-ish quality. It doesn't seem to be compressing it into, something really, really ridiculous. But let's put it to the test. I have recorded just a simple file right now to the microphone I'm speaking to now, so that we can compare it one for one. So let's take a listen to the sample recording I've done on an iPhone. Hello, this is Audio Unicorn here. I am recording this as a test because I want to see how this sounds when recording. Now, I am going to turn my phone away. Now, I am going to pause this for a second. Can you hear the difference? So you have to literally speak directly to the iPhone in order for it to have a clear and relatively loud sound. There is also another thing to note, and it's the popping. Obviously, there is no shield on this little microphone here, so you are running into the risk of pops and those kind of little noises around. And I am going to also try and move it a little bit further off to see how this potentially sounds. Now I am speaking directly to the phone, so this obviously probably is going to sound best, but I could also go hands-free and put my phone in here to see whether the audio will be picked up correctly. So this is the test. Let's see how that works. So as you can see, the moment I have put the phone away, the audio drops. Well, you can even see it on the audio wave. It just goes dramatically down. So that pickup range is crucial to get right. So if you are doing a solo episode, you can probably get away with it, but you literally have to hold your phone like this. Whereas if you are interviewing somebody, you would literally have to ask them. You would have to pass the phone, in between yourselves and record it straight through there. So this is the recording on an iPhone, and this is how a recording on this sounds like. This is the microphone I would use normally, and this is how. And then compare it with this.
All right.
Whoops.
Hello, this is Audio Unicorn here.
And this sounds just straight have to be. So obviously the sound on an iPhone is much more muffled. It's not as crisp and clear. There is an evident difference. There is absolutely no going around this in any way. But the one thing I think is worth to mention here and kind of give credit to an iPhone in a certain way is that if you are just looking to start and you want a podcast for free, you simply have zero budget, then iPhone or your phone potentially is the way if done correctly. So it is the mic technique. It's just testing, hearing how things sound. There will be very little you can do in terms of post-production really to make it sound even better. Of course, you can boost it up, etc. But you will need tools such as Adobe Audition. But we are talking here to somebody who potentially wants to just get started without any need for post-editing in Audition, Audacity, or anything else. It's just simple record, trim, post, boom, done. Then that potentially is a good solution. But I would definitely advise against it if you are looking for a quality podcast. So this isn't going to give you the best quality. It will give you opportunity to start. So I hope this helps. And let me know, how did you get started in podcasting? If you started your podcast, what was the first kind of step you've taken? Now, one thing I will add, just as a closing note, this iPhone sounds better than some of the USB microphones we've tested. Yes, that is right. Some of the microphones that you can buy for $20, $30 or pounds on Amazon are probably not worth it when you compare it to the iPhone, because they are still going to sound rubbish. There is still going to be a difference in sound, and it's just not going to be good quality. So you might as well save the money, to be honest with you, and save it until you can buy a decent microphone and improve the sound from there. That's my tip to you, and over to you. I look forward to hearing from you.